Hello everyone, I am Melanie A. Mitchell. I am a third-year information technology student from Atlanta, Georgia by way of Miami, Florida. I haven't done a video in like 2 years, but I'm back with a capital B-A. So yeah, here we go. This video is going to be about FAMU politics. Okay, family politics is something that's real serious because, like, I don't think any other school takes campaign season and Miss FAMU, SGA president, all that stuff as seriously as FAMU does. Like, it's huge here. It's two different campaign seasons. It's one in the fall for the freshmen and, you know, incoming freshman attendance, senators, president, vice president, etc., and the graduate students. And then in the spring is the big kahuna with Miss FAMU, SGA president, junior senators, attendance, all of that. So the fall is way different. It's, you know, just a freshman. The graduates don't really campaign like that, but just a freshman. You guys just got here if you're a freshman, and you know they're trying to figure out what's going on and trying to get their feet wet in FAMU and trying to make their mark. So you know it's just freshmen. It's not the entire university. The spring, however, is crazy. If you're a freshman watching this video and you experience fall, the spring is totally different. It's whatever happened fall semester times 30. So just brace yourselves. I ran for junior attendant last campaign season. I didn't win, but it was a great experience. I learned a lot, you know. It's taught me a lot about people, a lot about FAMU. You know, I wouldn't take it back. If I could go back, I wouldn't take it back. Even though it didn't end how I wanted it to end, it was still a great experience. It was a great learning experience. For the positions, you know, the biggest positions in the spring elections are Miss FAMU, Mr. FAMU, SGA president, and vice president. But another huge election that people, you know, really don't appreciate or realize as important as it is electoral commissioner. When people don't, you know, people usually just vote for the first name they see and they say, okay, cool. But that's really one of the most important elections because electoral commissioner, they run elections for the next year, make sure everything goes smoothly. And if, you know, if the things aren't going smoothly in the electoral commission, then, you know, like that'll affect the next election and the election after that. So you need to have a good, thorough electoral commissioner, making everything's good with the ballots and the precincts and all of that stuff. With FAMU elections, you know, people run for things for certain reasons. You know, people really just genuinely want to help FAMU. Some people run to get noticed by certain organizations. Some people run to use that as a segue to another position they want. So all of that, you know, people's motives, it really doesn't matter. As long as they do what they're supposed to do and they genuinely care about FAMU, that's all that matters. Pre-campaigning is hilarious. Like, it's become, you know, more popular since people realize that you can't really get in trouble for pre-campaigning until dead days. When dead days are when you can't have any campaign material, you can't say vote for me, you can't, you know, you have to be very careful with campaign meetings because those are the dead days right before election. But pre-campaigning, if you don't pre-campaign, people say you don't want it. If you do pre-campaign, people say you're being fake or you're just doing this for this reason or whatever. But you really have to do what you have to do. So pre-campaigning isn't a bad thing. You know, if you want this position, you have to show people that you want it and why you want it and why you deserve it. So pre-campaigning, okay, yeah, I'm here and I'm there and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, showing that I do love my university and I do work for my university and I do care about the students. So it's not as bad as people make it seem. When it comes to voting, people don't realize that, like, you know, you can do everything for the 6 days of campaign week, and then on the last day, if those people don't go out and vote, all 1,000, 2,000 people you talk to, if they don't go out and vote, then it doesn't matter. So you make sure people go vote. If you're running for something, make sure you drag them people to the polls, make sure they go vote, because every single vote counts, like every single one. Like, I lost my election by like 6 votes. Like, if I talked to 7 more people, then I would have the position I wanted. So every vote counts. And if you lose by 6 votes, you think like, dang, if I would have talked to this many more people, if I would have passed by that one person and said, be like, hey, come on, let's vote, you know, I could have had my position. So, you know, you just gotta make sure every person that you talk to on that Tuesday goes votes. And especially on runoff days. On runoff days, like, if that one person go vote, then boom, that's it. So make sure every person you talk to goes and votes. Another very important thing about, you know, these elections is attending the events. If you want to be an informed voter, then please go to the presidential debate. The SJ president, vice president tickets, they debate, and then the electoral commissioners, they debate those candidates. So they talk about what they want to do and what they can do, and what their plans are for the university, and you get to see who's informed and who knows what they're talking about, who knows what they're doing, so you can make an informed vote, not because they gave me some chips or a slice of pizza on the set, so I'm gonna vote for them. But make sure the person you're voting for knows what they're talking about. Also, make sure you talk to people about their platform. What do they plan to do? Do they plan to look into recruitment more and to recruit more students, because recruitment is down, enrollment is down terribly, and retention, our retention rate is very low. So are they looking into retention? Are they trying to really help our university? So don't just vote for somebody, they have a pretty face, I know them, I had a class with them, but what do they plan to do for your university? Like, are they really going to do it? Are they really going to help? So look into things like that, because those are things that really, really matter. And that's the reason that they want these positions anyway, to help make a change for the university. Okay, in the event that you do run for something and you lose, then it's unfortunate, it sucks, so boo-hoo, it's sad. You may drop a thug tear too, but you got to get up and then you brush yourself off and continue going on about your business. Some people fall off the face of the earth after they lose, and they go into like a hole, they cut all their hair off, they do crazy stuff. But you don't have to be crazy, you don't have to do all that. You can just continue doing what you want to do. If you really want to serve the university, then you will continue to serve the university. Some people lose and they run for something else and they win. Some people lose and they become part of organizations and they do well in that. You can just find something else to channel your energy into. And whether you have a title or not, you can still serve the university and still make a difference. A title doesn't mean anything. You can start your own thing, like start your own organization, start your own show. It don't matter. That position would not have made you. And sometimes if you lose, maybe that wasn't for you. Like maybe the position was for the other person. Like God didn't have it for you. So you just got to realize that, and then just keep it moving, keep it pushing. Because whether you've been in that position or not, it wouldn't have made a difference. So yeah, if you lose, just keep it moving. That wasn't for you. Then don't beat yourself up over it. Find something else to do. Find something else to channel your energy into, and just, if you do win your position, then good, congrats, that's great. So now you fulfill your platform, the best you can, like try to do everything you want to do. Some people get in their positions and realize they couldn't do everything they planned to do. So before you even run, you should make sure you do a lot of research to see that what you can do, and then do your platforms around that so you can, know your limitations. So, do well, represent the university well, because, as a student leader, you're always representing the university wherever you go. So, do well in your position and make everybody proud, because everyone's looking at you, everyone's looking up to you. And it's going to be hard, in the spotlight, but just realize that this is what you signed up for. About campaigns. This is when I was running for something. This is when I was just on somebody's campaign team, but you will truly know who your real friends are. Like, people who you would never expect to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to put your poster up, or in the trenches, going to classrooms, hey, vote for Melanie or vote for whoever. That's something that you'll really learn, like people who are really there for you. And that's where my closest friends right now are, people who are on my campaign team, because they was there for me, and I will always love them and respect them for that, because like, even though I didn't win, they still got me that far. So I'm very thankful for them. So you always learn who your real friends are. In the same token, you learn who your real friends are not. So you learn that people you thought you was cool with weren't as cool. So a lot of people make a lot of friends campaign week, and people make a lot of enemies. So it gets real messy, especially at FAMU. FAMU, loves mess. So yeah, you fall out with people, like fall out. You make friends, buddy, but it's too extreme. So with campaign week, you make best friends, you make enemies. It happens, and it sounds petty, but if you're mature enough to squash it, then squash it. So yeah. If you're on somebody's campaign team, they trusted you enough to tell people to vote for them, or to help promote themselves, through you. So you should do your part, and do what you're supposed to do. Talk to people, and don't act crazy because you're still a reflection of that person. So as a campaign team, you know, play smart, you know, play nice, and don't, you know, be all nasty and stuff because it's a reflection of the person. All in all, like, you should have fun. If you're running for something, have fun. You know, when campaign season's over, still speak to people because that's what's really important. Don't just, oh, you know, campaign season's over, I won, I lost, I don't have to speak to people no more. Still speak to people. If I lost and I still speak to people who I campaigned to, I still talk to people I campaigned to. I campaigned to people who weren't in my class. Just, you know, you can't tell what class somebody's in, so you gotta ask, hey, are you in whatever class? If you can vote for me, if I'm running for a class position, and if they're not, still talk to them. Like, okay, well, if you know a sophomore who can vote for me, then, you know, spread the word. Or, you know, hey, you know, even though you're not in my class, I'll still represent you because you're a part of FAMU. Like, I'll still represent you, so I'll just still tell you what I'm about to do. So, you know, reach out to me. See, I still have my poster up on my wall because, you know, it's memories. I'm not going to burn them all. I don't know what happened to the rest of my posters, but this is when that got saved. But, you know, after it's over, you know, you can still keep your stuff. I still got flyers. I still got candy and stuff that I had that I didn't give away. But, you know, it's a great experience. So if you want to run for something, then go for it. Like, even if you feel like you're the underdog, because most of the time the underdog wins. So just go for it and, you know, run for your life because it just, at the end of the day, you make sure you give it your all. So at 6 o'clock when the polls close, you like, I'm tired, I'm laying down, like, I gave it all I got. So yeah, hope this was informative for anyone, if I gave anyone some closure or, you know, fair warning about what's to come. So yeah.